Gasoline, lumber, natural gas, computer chips. What do all of these have in common? They have all had or are having supply chain issues. Hello and welcome to Icarus Pursuits. My name is Paul, and here is a picture of a cute donkey. Remember, I'm just a random person on the internet, so take what I have to say with a grain of salt and always do your own research. Alright, back to the topic at hand. COVID's impact on the global supply chain has been profound, and it's still being felt. Remember the gas shortage in May that caused gas stations across multiple states to run out of gas? Here are some numbers from GasBuddy. While this was caused by a cyber attack on the Colonial Pipeline, it was also due in part to the lack of truck drivers that could have transported the gasoline via truck. Lumber prices also skyrocketed. Here's a chart derived from numbers I got from the Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis. Sawmills simply couldn't keep up with the increased demands as workers were forced to stay home due to the pandemic. There is also a microchip shortage. This occurred when companies decreased their chip orders due to expectations of reduced demand, but as demand for electronics didn't decrease, there is simply not enough production to meet that demand. Currently, you'll also find on the news pages about the natural gas shortage. Due to a variety of different factors around the globe, such as droughts in South America, hurricanes, cutbacks on exports to Europe from Russia, low natural gas stocks in Europe, higher than anticipated demands from China, and more, we are seeing natural gas futures rise over 100% from early last year. The global supply chain shocks look like they will continue and potentially get worse before they start getting better. China's blackouts continue to cause issues for its manufacturing industry. If you're not aware, China has been experiencing power outages since 2020 in multiple provinces and jurisdictions around the country. Some of these outages have lasted a couple days and seem to be getting worse. Some factories have been closing down on certain days of the week to try and reduce the strain on the electric utility infrastructure. Goldman Sachs reported on September 28th that the electrical shortage is affecting 44% of China's industrial activity. According to Morgan Stanley, released on September 27th, the aluminum industry has seen a reduction of 7% in capacity. The cement industry's production dropped by as much as 29%. And of course, other industries are affected by this, including the toy industry. There are reports that these blackouts may be caused by rising coal prices. While coal prices fluctuate based on the markets, electricity prices in China are set by the government. This means that power plants can't sustainably continue running when input costs are greater than the resulting product. As Nomura Securities states, the power supply shock in the world's second biggest economy and biggest manufacturer will ripple through and impact global markets. Now, if you go on Amazon.com today, October 5th, 2021, you'll likely see this banner. Black Friday, which normally happens around Thanksgiving in November, seems to be coming to us a little bit earlier. According to a CNN News article, this is due in part to supply chain issues, increased holiday shipping costs from FedEx, and a troubled USPS. There are reports that other stores may also follow suit. The global supply chain that we have enjoyed for years allowed for great economic growth and inexpensive products. However, now we can witness what could happen when we throw a giant sledgehammer into it. Normally, if you decide that you want to go buy a computer today, you're able to because companies predicted demand and created an appropriate amount of supply. We aren't able to simply start producing today to meet demand today. It takes weeks to months to get inputs and create the outputs. When you get unexpectedly high demand, decreased production and shipping capacity due to pandemic restrictions, trade wars, environmental disasters, government bickering, and a bunch of other stuff, you get this. Hopefully, in the long term, the global supply chain will reestablish itself, but in the event that this continues, it will have an ongoing effect on businesses around the world. And it will likely cause businesses to go bankrupt, and it will likely have an effect on the stock market. It will especially affect companies that require a high amount of inputs and have capital-intensive operations. I personally will look into investing in companies that don't require large amounts of hard inputs, such as software companies. While you think about what you want to do, I will leave you here with a picture of a kitten and enjoy your day.